Hey guys, welcome to today's video. It's no secret I'm a big fan of Tiger Army, love Tiger Army. I actually got to support them in 2009 in Melbourne. That was a really cool gig, and I want to just take a moment to brag, a little proud moment in my life. I got to talk to Nick 13 after the show, and it might have actually been before the show, I guess it doesn't really matter. But the point is, he actually said to me, I really like that song you guys do called Trip to the Moon. So I want to put a link to that below, check it out. I don't play in that band anymore. It doesn't really get me anywhere by me plugging it, but it is a really proud moment of my life. It was a nice thing. So check that out. I'll put the link below. Check out the song Trip to the Moon. It was our country Billy kind of song. And yeah, this song it's beautiful. In the Orchard, wonderful song. What I did just now was play through all the parts to the song. Okay, so everything's covered that you'll need to know for the song in terms of all the guitar parts, and you can kind of play it in a linear fashion, switching between, you know, playing, strumming, and doing the lead stuff. Obviously, I haven't done a lesson on the slide guitar parts. I can, if enough people ask for it, I'll consider doing it. But I kind of want to just give you the play along with the whole song on the guitar, what Nick 13's basically playing across the entire song. So I'll teach you how to do all the parts, and at the end of the video, I'll help you put it together as well. I do just want to quickly thank my latest Patreons, Christian D. Vega, David Ray Carter, Chris Burns, Ryan Howard, Kevin Screeher. Thank you so much for joining. Those guys will get the tabs for this. They'll get the scrolling tabs that go along with the playthrough at the start. I always make a video for that on my tutorials now. They're just supporting my work. You know, you guys can have a look on my channel. You see I've put over, you know, a couple hundred videos. Well and truly, I think about 150 in the last 3 years. So there's roughly a video a week. Yeah, so if you want to get behind it, please do. But otherwise, enjoy the lesson and share, comment, do those things, because all that stuff really helps. Okay, I'm going to bring the camera down, and we're going to get on with the lesson. Alright guys, so with this song, there's quite a lot of bar chords. So if you're not, can't talk today, if you're not comfortable with bar chords, you will be after learning this song. So don't be put off, just give it a red hot go. And even if you find the chords don't sound great to begin with, just keep working on it. The more you work on it, the stronger your hands will get, the easier the chords will get. But what we do want to do is be very accurate when we first start learning the chords. So the first chord of the song is a D minor, 5th fret on the 5th string, 7th fret on the 4th, 7th on the 3rd, 6th on the 2nd, and bar right across so you get the 5th fret there, but we don't really need it, which makes it a lot easier. He doesn't always sort of play it. You can get away without it. So we hold that chord. I did a little shorts video on YouTube about how to strum like Nick 13. I'll put it in the link below, but I'll go through it loosely anyhow. So what we're doing, we pick the 5th string, we kind of strum down, but we rake a little, so like that. Don't panic if you can't quite get that. The basic way to do it at the very least is pick down and strum down, up, okay? If you can rake it a little, great. Okay, now at the very end of that, you actually kind of keep strumming. You really go down, down, up, down, up, down, up, and you relax your left hand so you get this dead sound. That's what Nick 13 does. Okay, so practice that really slow. Relax the left hand, and you should get that dead sound. But as you relax the left hand, in the second bar, you'll be thinking about moving to the B flat chord. Okay. So by the way, this song is in the key of B flat, which is also G minor. Okay, and you'll see a little bit of switching between that B flat and G minor throughout. So that's 2 bars of D minor, B flat major. We hold the 6th fret, 8, 8, 7, bar across to get the 6 here, and you'll get the 6 on the 1st string as well, like that. Yeah, and when you bar, always just roll back a little, okay? When you get those fingers down, it'll be a bit stronger. Practice putting the chord down all at once, not one and the rest. That'll be clunky if you do that, so it's better to practice putting it all together. Okay, but it's the same strumming technique here. So I'll Obviously that's really fast. Just practice it slow. Even just think of doing the slower version like on his solo album. Yeah, and that could take a bit of practice. But anyhow, now that you know the pattern and I've shown you those chords, I'm going to speed it up a little bit and just kind of go through the chords. So this is the intro, but it forms the basis for a lot of the song anyhow, with a few variations. So so we do the D minor, bar 1, 2, 3, B flat, do a D minor again, B flat again, E flat, just like that. Alright, so E flat, that's 6, 8, 8, 8. I just flatten my third finger across like that. Don't worry about the first string. Hopefully you're just blocking it off. Don't hold it down though. You don't want this. Don't want that note. Too sweet and Hawaiian. We don't want that right now. Okay. So if you can just keep a little gap under that third finger, great. You might use your pinky. Some people use their pinky and press with their third. Some people play it like an A chord and add this at the back. Yeah, all plausible. You experiment and see what works for you. Of course, you will find it difficult at the start if you're not used to these kinds of chords, but press on. Give it a month of just working on it every couple of days, and then try and do it a little quicker every now and then. See where you're at. So that's the E flat. We do same technique. 2 bars of that. Then we come up to F. Then we go back to B flat, and then we get this little what I would call a chord lick. So we hold the D minor. Watch my right hand. So we pick the 5th string, pick the 4th string, up on the 2nd, up on the 3rd, down on the 4th, and then strum from the 5th string down and give your whammy a little push. If you don't have a whammy bar, you can grab here and just pressure the neck slightly, and that little bit of pressure, because the neck it's wood, but it is flexible, so it'll give you a little effect. Don't do it too hard though. Especially on a set neck guitar, you'll probably get away with a bit more on a bolt-on neck like a Tally or something. Which, by the way, you can use any guitar for this stuff. Don't feel like you have to have a Nick 13 special or something, or a Duo Jet like this. I do love this guitar, but I also love my Tally. So that's the intro, and the good news is that the verse is pretty much it's very much the same. The chord order is slightly different because we start with a B flat, but all the techniques are the same, all the strumming's the same. So this is the verse. This is A on the transcription. Bar 17. So here we go. So it's a B flat D minor, back to B flat, D minor, E flat, F, B flat, chord lick. Okay, that's the verse. That repeats twice, and again, the variations that happen while the slide guitar solos are there are very similar, but slightly different. So what I'm going to do, I'm now going to show you the guitar instrumental. So that goes like this. That goes... And it's pretty easy, to be honest. The main thing is if you can get the right hand picking right, it's going to be even easier, which might feel difficult to begin with. But hold the first fret on the 5th string, and down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, and then down on the 3rd fret, and then 3rd fret on the 6th string. So that was B flat. So at some point, Nick 13's clearly learnt major scales and basic scales, and it's really paid off. He's got, great ideas. He uses them really well, uses them to navigate the board in a really simple way, but a very effective way. So do not turn your back on music theory. Forget about all those YouTube videos telling you don't need it. Doesn't hurt to have it, okay? But also, if you can make stuff up without it, that's really useful as well. Don't write things off if you don't have a theoretical explanation. That's super important too. So that was the first 4 bars of the solo on the transcription, bars 37, 38, 39, and 40. Oh, sorry, that was actually 33, 34, 35, 36, and then we did 37 to 40. So bar 41, we go up to the E flat. Oh, sorry, I didn't do the next bar. Jeez. Okay, here we go. So I'm actually from 37, the next part. Okay, so let me show you that. My apologies. So 1, 1, 1, 1, 3. Pick the 3 again and slide to 5. 3 on the 4th string. 5 on the 5th string, and pull off to 3. And slide back to 1. I forgot to mark that on the tabs, the slides. And then 3rd fret on the 6th string. And then 1st fret on the 5th string. Okay. Okay. Then bar 41. So we're on the first fret of the fourth string, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, 3, 3, 1, then go to the 3. Use your second finger here would be the best option. Down, down, up, down on the third fret. Second fret on the third string, the A here. Pick it again and hammer to the third fret. Go back to the 2. Pinky on the 5th fret. Back to the second fret on the third string. 3, 3, 3, 3, 5, and then bend 3 times. Third time, let it down. Play the third fret on the third string. 5th fret on the 4th string, and do a double stop on the 2 3s, 3rd fret on the 3rd string and the 2nd string. Get on your whammy bar again. Then we finish out this section just with beautifully strummed chords. Oh, I love that. G minor this time, so that's 1, 3, sorry, 3rd fret, 5th fret, 5th fret, barring right across, so we get... Okay, again, just get that side of your finger a bit more into there. Get right close to the fret too. Really nice. So we're just switching between. Okay, so the verse comes back now, and there's nothing new. Okay, it will go back to the verse. You'll go right through the verse, but then he gets to that part where he goes. Seasons of my life. So that part there. Excuse my singing. So I called this on the transcription section C, and I just labelled it as Seasons of My Life. So it goes through the verse, and then it goes to this part. Again, very similar to the strumming's the same. You use a B flat, same rhythm, but come back to a G minor here. So I don't actually know the lyrics in that part. I've never really been able to understand what they are exactly, and never looked them up. I should have. But so you go B flat, G minor, B flat, G minor. Now we go back to this E flat again, but this time we get a little addition. So we go down, down, up, ticker. That's the ticker. Down, and then add the pinky this time to the 9th fret, up, then just miss the strings, then lift it. So we go, add the pinky, up, do another up with the pinky off, and then the dead strikes at the end. And then we move up and we do the same thing. So we did it for the E flat chord, now we're doing it for the F chord here. Then we're back to the B flat, and we do the same chord fill as before. Whoop. Okay, so that's how you play the part when he sings Seasons of My Life. I didn't know exactly what to call it, so it's like I just called it a C section. You know, A being sort of like your main thing, B being a variation, and C being like a clear third statement. So that's that. What's next? So I'm up to page 4 now. The transcriptions, I do them as much for myself because it's so much easier to teach when you've got everything organised there. You can see here, this is what you get if you're on the Patreon. This transcription was 6 pages, and only because I economised it a little bit rather than looping sections over and over again for no real reason. I didn't really see the point. So on page 4, the slide instrumental. What do you play under the instrumentals? Okay. Good news is, again, very similar to the one that we just did with the G minor, but he actually goes... So when you get those long slide solos... So we're actually playing the same thing we did in the C section with the G minor, but we play the G minor up here. So it's B flat, G minor. So that's 10, 12, 12, 11, 10. Same strumming pattern throughout. Same strumming pattern. For those of you that have done Never Die, that song was wild. It was really complicated. Check out my transcription on that. That's a great one too. I've also done Outlaw Heart, so worth checking that out as well. So you do that twice. Same as before now. With the B flat, but this time we don't do the chord fill here. We actually do it up at the G minor. So we go. Okay, that's how you finish that section. So the whole thing. E flat, F, B flat, and just like that. I think he doesn't actually hit the first string, where I think he really does with the D minor chord fill. I didn't mention that before, but even if you don't play it exact, totally fine. I think that's how he plays it here, just like that. Okay, for that last one. Okay, now, so it's got one more guitar solo there, and that is what I've labelled as guitar instrumental 2, and it's a real short one. A strange arrangement and composition, this song. It's strange. I love it. It's strange, though. This really short instrumental, but it fits. I don't know, it just blows me away. Here we go. So, guitar instrumental 2. Get on the Bixby, okay? So 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 3. Just pick it and slide straight away to the 5. Go to the 3 there. Okay, don't do this. You got to be very direct with those slides. The next one. Oh, 3. Just stop on the 5. Okay, we're almost done. So the other thing is, we then go back to the verse, we do the verse, then it does the Seasons of My Life again, and then it does the slide instrumental again, okay, the chords for the slide instrumental with the B here. Does all that, exactly the same. What I mentioned before was what we played on the slide instrumental. And then it does a little bit sort of more instrumental to end, but it's the same as the verse, actually, it just ends slightly different. So I have gone out of my way to label section F as the end, even though it's almost exactly the same as the verse. So that goes. So exactly the same as the verse. And then we finish on a G minor. And that's the end of the song. Okay, so what I'll do now is, that's the whole song, by the way, that G minor. That's everything. You've learnt everything that happens on the electric guitar in that song. I haven't taught you the slide solos. They are nice, though. Oh. Anyway, if you guys want me to dig in and transcribe those, let me know. Let me know. I might make it a Patreon thing that I can still make available to the wider YouTube audience. That's cool. We'll figure it out. Now, to put it all together, so you've got the intro. Sorry, the intro started with the D minor. So you've got the intro with the begun with D minor, B flat, D minor, B flat, E flat, F, B flat. The verse, you guys know how to play the verse, so same thing, but we started with the B flat. Then we went to guitar instrumental 1. Okay, I think it was guitar instrumental 1. Let me double check. Don't want to get this wrong. I've marked it as B, guitar instrumental. Then it returns back to the verse. It does a verse again. Remember that the verses are always like a double verse, basically. Then it goes to C, the Seasons of My Life. Okay, from there, it goes to the slide instrumental. Then it does guitar instrumental 2, okay, which was the really short one. And then it actually goes back to a verse, and it goes back to Seasons of My Life, C. So you do A, you do this what I labeled as C on the transcription. You play D, the slide instrumental chords again, and then you finish with F, what I've labeled on the transcription as F as the end, which is a verse but finishing on a G minor. So that's how you walk through the whole song. Okay, if you listen to the song, you'll figure that out. I mean, I could just probably play through the whole song, but I think you've got all the parts now. You've done all the work. Go away and yeah, let me know what you think. So guys, share the video. Let me know what you think, and I hope you guys really enjoyed that. I did. I love this song. Check out the Vaudevillains Trip to the Moon, and if you want to give thanks, you can also hit the super thanks button as well, which is really cool if you want to chuck a bit of money my way. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next tutorial. Tiger Army never die.